Rotor wash and jet blast from the aircraft and the helicopters contribute to sometimes fine rocks and pebbles and debris that we have to get off there because it's really hard on these aircraft.
The Rogue Valley International Medford Airport runway might seem like just a bigger version of a road, but you'd be surprised at the regulations and maintenance requirements for this piece of asphalt. Here's a bit of inside information.
Hi, this is Bill Mantz with Jackson County Close-Up. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're here with the Director of Operations at your Rogue Valley International Medford Airport, Brian Gebhardt, who's going to reveal some little-known facts about maintenance here at the airport. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Bill, for inviting me.
I think people might think of just maintenance, they think of, hey, you're taking care of some equipment, and you're doing that sort of stuff, but there's kind of regulations and stuff that you have to deal with in terms of maintaining an airport. Tell us something that might surprise people.
A couple things that we need to do. One is that we have to check that runway 3 times a day. One of the initial checks is before any airplanes even go out early in the morning to make sure that there's no debris or anything out there that would harm the aircraft. The second primary inspection is to make sure that there's no lights that are out and or other foreign objects that we don't see during the daytime. Again, at night then we're making sure that all of the lighting is up and functional.
You have to be careful about how long the grass gets, don't you?
We try and keep it a certain length so that some of the mammals and some of the smaller animals have a place to hide because we have a lot of predatory bird life that will come in. They're our hugest contributor to our problems on an airfield is bird strikes.
Well, it's a big piece of property, so I guess that kind of makes sense that there'd be wildlife out there.
900 acres is a pretty large spread to go ahead and maintain, and when you got this much rural property inside the city limits, it makes it a regular refuge for those other animals.
What are the equipment needs to basically take care of something that large?
We have a couple large mowers that we need to use to go ahead and keep the grass down. And we have to always balance that mowing standards with the city ordinances because we also have fires that we need to be taken into consideration. We also have 3 contingencies of different types of sweepers that we use to go ahead and keep the debris off the asphalt and concrete surfaces as well.
So you sweep pretty much every day?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
gotcha.
Rotor wash and jet blast from the aircraft and the helicopters contribute to sometimes fine rocks and pebbles and debris that we have to get off there because it's really hard on these aircraft. We do have a new snow broom this year. It's a high-speed broom and it will allow us to go down the runway and sweep off those smaller contaminant levels so we can keep the runway open. It doesn't take much to close the runway. Each air carrier or aircraft has a different requirement in regards to how much will stop their operation. And it can be as little as a half of an inch.